might be too far.
Good morning. This is day 72. We're back on trail after taking a Nero yesterday in Boiling Springs. We just spent the night in a hostel and then we're up bright and early today to keep going. And we are not sure what miles we're going to do today. The next town is only 25 miles away, which is Duncannon. And we might do that all in one go today, or maybe we stop before the town and pass through tomorrow. So we're going to figure that out as we go. The good news is there was a huge storm last night while we were in the hostel, which was nice timing for a change, and it's much colder today. Temperature drop has been massive, which feels good. So today should be a lot nicer hiking, and we've got fresh food, fresh clothes, and I think that's about it. Random car in the middle of nowhere. Absolutely no idea how I got here. Wow! Here comes a food tank out of the woods, out of the green tunnel. Car wash! Car wash! We made it into Duncannon! Yeah, we went for the big day because it was lovely weather. I mean, it doesn't look like it, but compared to the heat that we've had the past few days, it's been amazing hiking. And it was pretty flat. So we did the 26-mile near day all the way here in one go, and it is just after 6 o'clock. So I think we did pretty well for ourselves. Gonna get a nice meal, gonna get a beer hopefully, and maybe some pizza.
An angler caught up to us.
An angler caught us as well. He was a little bit behind after taking some time in a town. We haven't seen him for quite a few days, so he got up to us on trail today. You're so silly. You're so silly. Oh, get the billy, get the billy. My new hot pants. Look at the size of them. Look at the size of them. I don't know why these are so big. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Oh, get off of me. Get off of me. Good afternoon, beautiful people. It is day 73 on the AT, and we are having a late start from out of Duncannon. Stayed at a kind of outdoorsy hostel last night. Great place. Has everything you need and a good resupply and little curtains on the bunk beds, or at least some of them, and a little light and charging station inside your bunk. So, and a wee fan. Yeah, it was really cool. But yeah, we got in a little late after our 25.5 mile day yesterday, so we had some chores to do in the morning. So we're kind of heading out late, gonna Nero out of here, looking to do about 10 miles and start making our way towards Port Clinton. But yeah, it is hot, and we are expecting rain, but until we get that rain, it's supposed to be in the 70s, but it feels like it's in the 90s with this humidity. But yeah, we got some some new shoes on both Zippy and on Great Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got new trekking poles because my other ones were falling apart. I'd glued them several times. So yeah, it's a little bit of a refresh on the gear, but yeah, we'll just keep making our way and busting out miles, and yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
Woo!
This is day 74. Yesterday we did a short day out of town, about 11 miles just to get us out because we left late. We stayed at probably one of my favourite shelters. Well, we've only stayed at a couple, but it was a really, really cool shelter. We were reunited with our dog friend Zoe that you saw from the other video in town, and today we're just going to see how far we go. We're expecting some rocks today that might slow us down, and also a beaver pond that's had beaver activity and beaver dams, or I'm not quite sure what to expect, but we can either choose to cross it and get our feet wet or take a diversion. So we're just going to play it by ear, see how the day goes. I didn't get much sleep last night. My thermarest is leaking, has been leaking for like the past week, and last night was probably at its worst. It just felt like every hour it was like flat, so that's not good, and I can't find where the hole is until I get like a bath or something that I can use. So that's not good. Very tired, very sleepy, but we're still going. Day 74. Here we go. I think Jordan was paying attention again, because there's a rattlesnake just staring at us. Good thing you saw that, Jordan. Looks like a stick. We update during the day. We're now approaching the section with the beaver activity, the beaver dam that's flooding. There is an optional detour if you don't want to get your feet wet, but we're gonna go investigate. We're gonna give this beaver dam crossing a go. Very curious to see it, and we'll see if we stay dry. Right now my new shoes are so dirty, I don't think it's going to be a bad thing if I get my feet wet. Ooh, got a lot of sticks to jump across, so I'm going to put the camera away. We're going for the tactic of crossing this down tree. It's a bit of a puzzle. We have successfully crossed the beaver dam. That was nowhere near as hard as expected, just a wee puzzle, hopping across some logs and sticks, and it was wee buns. Jordan is in just to demonstrate for scale size of this snake skin. Clearly a rattlesnake. No, maybe not.
No, I don't think so.
I thought it was like rattly looking at then.
No.
Yeah, we don't know what it is, but look at the size of it.
It's probably about 6 foot. Good morning, beautiful people. It is day 75 on the AT, and we stayed at a hostel called Stay at Swatara last night. Great little hostel. They're pretty new, but they're right off the trail when you get to Swatara Gap. There's not a lot in this little section, so they actually buy out an old building and they've been fixing it up, and really nice people, really just affordable resupply. They had pretty much everything, some pizzas to heat up and stuff like that.
Laundry, showers.
Yeah, like showers with your stay, like $10 a tent includes a shower, like great deal. So yeah, we appreciate them. Yeah, other than that, I don't think there's much. We got a little bit of a climb until we get to this ridge, and then we're hiking that, looking to do just over maybe 20 miles or so, and play it by ear to set us up for just a few miles into Port Clinton tomorrow. But yeah, let's do this.
Yeah. Getting geared up. Storm's about to hit us. Oh, it's raining out there. Woo. There's the storm that is coming our direction, as you can hear. You can see, you can literally see, woo, where the rain's hitting the ground. Oh, here comes the storm. There's the thunder. Oh, we're dead. We're dead. Next level, AT. We're going into hard mode. We've got not only storm, we're now about to cross the real rocky section of Pennsylvania. Just had a wee bit back there. I'm probably not going to film any of it because it's going to be really, really hard to walk. It's probably going to flood here in a minute. So, ooh, there's the thunder.
Type 2 fun, yay!
Yeah, we're having fun. Tell us where we are.
We are at mile 1200.
Yeah, mile 1200. That means we're down to 3 figures remaining. Well, I mean, yeah, a few miles ago. So yeah, we're gonna be counting down from the 900s now, which is crazy. I'm so wet. That's my socks. Good morning. This is day 76. There's both of us in this intro this morning to try and do justice to explain what happened last night here. You only saw a very, very small smidge as we were hiking in probably the last like, I don't know, like 8 miles or so was like on and off. Like, well, you saw the storm that rolled in. We thought that was it, and then we got hit by a huge flipping storm, lightning, thunder, torrential rain. Had to set up our tent in the rain. And do you want to talk about how you find it?
Yeah, it was pretty terrible. Like, the rain was it lightened up for a little bit, and Zippy got her tent up. I was trying to wait for it to get a little better because her tent got wet in the inside. And so we piled into her tent just to give us some reset. And then it seemed like it was getting lighter, and then I go out to set my tent up, and right in the middle of it, it just comes down super hard. Obscenities were yelled, stuff was just flinged everywhere in the process of trying to get my tent set up as quickly as possible. Pretty much everything got pretty drenched and muddy and just soggy, and yeah, it was not ideal.
And then probably around midnight, we hear a tree fall.
First, these branches fell.
Big branches falling.
Those 2 branches fell first, and we were like, okay, it didn't sound too bad, but definitely like a little scary.
Just to tell you, I was set up like here, so
yeah. And
very
then,
scary.
And then we had that tree either fell all the way and hit that tree and broke in half, or it was already leaning and then just over time broke in half, took branches down with it. So we heard that and it sounded like a tree falling right next to us.
It literally was a tree falling right next to us.
This is what, like 8 meters away from where my tent was. And then now, right before we started recording this morning, literally 5 minutes ago less, we hear a tree fall in the distance. I don't know,
like
probably
a huge crash.
Probably 100 meters that way or less. There was just like
yeah, that's exactly what it was like.
It was pretty scary. I mean, we even checked above us and everything looks alive and doing decent, but yeah.
We always do a check, and the strange thing is like last night, so through the night, like that tree that fell there, you know, it was extreme. Like it was like, just when you think the rain can't get any heavier, it is like it was crazy, and the lightning was just continuous. It was like flash after flash. And everything was so wet. My socks were just sitting outside. Everything was just so hurried to just get inside the tent. And yeah, so like we were hearing stuff falling, which is my worst nightmare, is a tree falling on top of me in the middle of the night. And then today, when that tree fell, completely still, as you can hear, and just like, as Jordan explained. And if you haven't heard a tree fall in the woods, like, it is quite frightening, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Like, it's very, very loud, and not what we want when we're sleeping in a wee flimsy tent. But thankfully today we're going to be going into Hamburg, getting off at Port Clinton, and Hamburg is right near it, so we're going to be staying in a hotel tonight, dry out our stuff. The plan is to just keep going tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. For now, we're wet. I've just put on my socks that were sitting out all night in the rain, just wrung them out, covered in mud.
And we shit our pants last night.
We shit.
We're soiled in so many different ways. What's he gonna do?
I don't like him.
Just lifting up your hat off the ground?
It's like something out of War of the Worlds, you know, those scary things.
He's got 2 legs that like are antennas.
Still a river on the trail.
Take me back to the riverside. Counting days.
Yeah, it's a really old train. I'm getting really excited.
We were young and so alive. Now it feels like another life.
He's a big boy.
So can you tell me?
We made it to Port Clinton. So Alex just picked up his new shoes. Do you want to show us what you did to the tread and the old ones? Look at the difference. Oh, Jordan.
That's what 1,200 miles looks like on shoes.
Show us the bottoms. Oh my gosh, that's tread barely existing. And look at that. Wow. Wow.
Okay, this will take me to the rest of the way.
All the way to Katahdin.
These are trash.
Yeah.
We're not.
Make it taller. 5 years? 5 years. Alright, well shoot. Let's get back to it. Bring us in.
Wherever you're closest to.
Got that, right? Well, somebody got that.
Oh.
You're gonna look now and I'll let you know where it's at. Love you, bye. Sorry if I interrupted.